Brenay has been found liable. She now owes Akira $1.5 million.
Stop. Take me through that, take me through that. Take me through that, take me through that. Take me through that, take me through that.
Okay, y'all, welcome back to another video. Unofficial, because, ma'am, I'm relaxing. But listen, this is Boo Bougie Reacts. If you new here, hey girl, hey. So, apparently, this Brenay girl, I've been watching her and this guy Tim, and it was somebody else's husband, and she was creeping. And so this young lady, the husband, which is now her husband, but he was married to the other girl when they started messing around. If y'all on TikTok, y'all already know. But anyway, the wife, the first wife, she just won a settlement. How much was that settlement? $1.75 million. They call it alienation of affection. That means if you wasn't a creep, ma'am, I would have still had my husband. We would have still been doing our own thing. They were saying that, you know, basically she took him from a two-parent household. And man was representing herself. How you representing yourself? Do you hear what they said you were being sued for? You ain't hear the million part? Oh, you thought it was $10? Okay. Look. I'm just gonna tell y'all. So anyway, look. Watch this clip. Because, ma'am, I'm not messing with nobody's husband. I mean, I got a husband. Now, if y'all want him, I won't sue. Okay? Now, you got it live. You got it on recording. All you got to do is screen record. I got a husband. If you want him, you can have him.
Hello?
So, look. Watch this. I'll be right back.
Fair, a TikTok star, and a $1.75 million verdict that nearly ended with a fight outside the Durham County Courthouse. That was not the fight. That was the joy inside the courtroom. We're talking about the case of North Carolina TikToker Brenay Montague. She was sued by her now husband's ex-wife. Tonight, a jury found Montague liable for destroying the couple's marriage. WR's Eric Miller was in court and has the story.
That's the sound of a $1.75 million cheer, coming just moments after court was adjourned. Akira Montague embraced her attorney, Robinetta Jones, as dozens of supporters yelled from the sidelines.
For me, I ain't stepping in nobody's marriage. You know what I'm saying?
She has received justice from losing her husband and the father of her children.
Akira Montague's lawsuit, filed in Durham County Court, accuses Brenay Montague, an influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, of seducing and having an affair with her then-husband, Tim. That affair then turning to marriage when Brenay and Tim wed. In the suit, Akira Montague claimed Brenay used her online influence as a weapon. The affair also caused damage to her health and deprived her kids of a two-parent household.
And it was nothing but lies.
Brenay Montague, who represented herself in court,
always have representation. Man, you ain't get no representation? So you thought you was the big bad wolf for real?
Slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
But the jury didn't agree, awarding Akira Montague the $1.75 million after more than 700 pieces of evidence were presented in court, including some of Brenay's own TikToks and texts.
That says that my client was telling the truth.
The case hinged on 2 rarely used laws, including alienation of affection.
It can be very hard to prove, and the reason is because it's hard to find a point in a relationship where the relationship necessarily started to go bad.
But in these videos and in the court testimony, the jury found that point, leaving Brenay Montague with a hefty bill and no answer on how she'll pay.
I don't know, but she'll probably never see it.
Yeah, so what y'all think about that whole alienation of affection? And, like, is it worth it to even... For me, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Like, the unity of marriage, like, God ordains marriage. You ain't got no business stepping into nobody's marriage. So, for me, I ain't stepping in nobody's marriage. You know what I'm saying? And, like, South Carolina is one of them states that have that law. I don't know what other states have that law, but if you live in a state and that's a law in your state, you better be careful creeping around because, honey, they won't even go after the man. They'll go after you. Or even not even a man, it could be the woman. And they'll go after them. Yeah, when people take vows, and South Carolina is what Georgia is too. There was considered Bible states. You know what I mean? And honey, like, it's some stuff that has a moral clause to it that you can be sued for. And man found out, she talking about, oh, what'd she say? She'll probably never see it. Girl, they gonna get right to garnishing. Somebody said it in there too, I think the reporter. They gonna get right to garnishing your stuff. You talking about that house you bought, you built? You talking about them cars you driving? The one you going to get into to go to Walmart, Target? Yeah, they gonna take that too. They ain't playing. Them people gonna want their money. And she, the first wife, she gonna want her money because now Brenay and the guy is married. So, but she only sued the girl, Brenay. And she got like, I think they said like 3,000 followers. I caught little bits and pieces, you know, before she even, when he was still with her. What's that girl name? Akira, or something. Anyway, I watched a little tad bit, but they young and I ain't ever really got into them all like that. But I do know that they were going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Because she was actually married too. And if I'm not mistaken, her husband, ex-husband now, that lost weight and got fined. I don't know. I think I seen a picture. I think I seen a picture. But yeah, so, girl, if you creeping, honey, don't think that wife can't come after you. And they will put a lien on your stuff, because when you get a judgment, that is a debt against you. That's like any other debt, you know? So, I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Now, I'm going to go back to relaxing. I was watching a little bit of TV. Now, I put a video up about the young lady, what's her name? Tea Time from TikTok that hit that man. So y'all make sure y'all check out that video. Do I got sleep in my eye? Girl, because I was relaxing. When I tell y'all look, I put my video up. I put my video up on my main channel, Boo Bougie. I was relaxing. That's what I was doing. So, yeah, y'all make sure y'all check that out. Y'all leave that woman alone. You leave that man alone. If he ain't yours, if you ain't signed on the dotted line, leave that man alone. Leave that woman alone. It just ain't worth it. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I watch my $10 real close. And I don't need to be splitting it. So, look, that's going to be it for me. Just a quick PSA. I love you guys. Don't forget, because we monetize. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And ma'am, I'm going to see you in the next one. I feel sorry for ma'am. And ma'am, how you represent yourself? That's where I'm stuck at. Now, I did a little bit of crying. Because I only can stand to do a little bit of time. Like, give me my little weekend. Give me my little 24 hours, 3 hours, and that's it. But I always have representation. Man, you ain't get no representation? So you thought you was the big bad wolf for real? That's what you're trying to tell me? All right, Brenay. Girl, bye. I'm going to relax. Thanks for watching. Bye.
It's coming, don't treat you some violence. If you see me out in public, you don't know me, keep it silent. But outside, I keep it quiet. You don't see I'm the lowest of the lowest.